I know I should have recorded this video earlier, and I'm so late, I know it, but it is better than nothing, so I just came up with my stamina DK tank build, and I hope you like that. There's some variations of the build that I was working on, so maybe some of you may think this is not much new. Yes, because the character itself is not changed much. So there's like few tweaks that I'm going to show you because I just changed a little bit due to new patch as well. Horns of the Reach came up and it's been a while, and it is kinda clockwork city at the front door. So I just wanted to show you my thinkings on Dragonknight tank because recently I'm playing with my Warden tank so much, and I'm just bringing my Warden tank to every content like VMall, VHOF, Dragonstar, or the other trials like Helra, Sanctum, or AA. I prefer to play with my Warden tank more than my DK. Why? Because of the resources. So I think DK resource is kinda weak at the moment compared to Warden, and Warden is like so new and it is good to play as Warden because of the skills animations and that kind of stuff and animations. The visuals of the character itself is better than DK because I just got bored with those skills and all the same thing over and over again, and I just got bored from this. And with the flowers, with the trees, Warden tank seems much better for me, at least just for me. But some of you don't have Morrowind, or some of you don't want to play with Warden because of the weakness the character has, and so here I am with my DK tank. Now, one of the things that I love to show you is the resistance, and I feel like the resistance is not needed. It is not necessary to hit the cap. And yeah, you can hit with reinforced things if you like, or you can increase your resistances by giving more champion point to resistance thing, and you can hit the cap. But I don't think like it is not necessary so much because you are going to play with a group, you are going to get all stuff you need, you're going to get all resources, and this is much more better if you ask me. So you can get benefit on the other things instead of resistances. Yeah, I'm smoking as well. So let me drink my cola for a sec. Shit. One of the attributes, the thing is, in attributes I put 23 to magic, 36 to health, 5 to stam. So I have 23 max stam, 20 magic and 35k max health and 1000 mag recovery and a little bit good weapon damage, 1.5k and 25% weapon crit, which is affect directly our vigor. And spell resistance 25.6k, physical resistance 22.3k, no crit. I am stage 4 vampire as usual, I love vampire. And the Atrona increase your make recovery by 238. And there's an Ebon effect and Miner Slayer shit and Tri-stat food I'm using. This is the stats that I'm gonna play with. And the other thing is Tri-stat potion, health, magic and stam and recovery for all of them. And Tri-stat food, max health, max magic, max stam, and the gear. So there is the differences. For main tank, I would love to show you my main tank setup for specific trials first. So I will love to share my thoughts and the thinkings and the sets that I'm using. But you have to talk with the other teammate, I mean the off tank, so you can figure out the sets. For example, in Maw of Lokai, at the Twins, both tanks need to use Alkosh, yeah? And one tank need to use Eben and other tank can use Powerful Assault, which is still so nice if you ask me. And for the first boss, you can still use Alkosh and Eben, and other tank can use Powerful Assault and Alkosh, or if he has something different except Alkosh, so he can modify Alkosh and he can use something worth to use, maybe Lunar Bastion, maybe Imperium, if teams struggle with the health or dying thing. Okay, for example, this is for VMall and for mostly solo tanking raids like Helra, not the hard mode. You can if you are alone as tank, if there's one tank and 9 DPS with 2 healer, you can use Alkosh, Eben, and Bloodspawn. So Alkosh is giving you when you use synergy, it reduces the physical and spell distances of any enemy hit by 2.9k for 10 seconds. This is what Alkosh does. And I'm using reinforced shield and defending sword or axe, any one-handed weapon, to fit it with the shield. And it has Crusher 1.6k for 5 seconds. You can use Infused if you like. So it will increase the Crusher glyph. Yeah, I just don't have Alkosh one-handed infused weapon, but if I have, I will use infused. Yeah, just in case, I'm telling you, if you have infused, use infused. If you don't have, defending is still okay, but infused will perform better compared to defending, because defending and sharpened is nerfed. Many of the traits are nerfed. Infused is better on the tank as with the crusher. It will increase the crusher glyph. So my back bar is sword and shield again. I wasn't sure about decisive, but you can use decisive as main bar as well. So you can put decisive into your main bar and you can get more ultimate, of course with crusher glyph. So you can put infused into your back bar and with the crusher again, so you can reduce the enemy resistances by light attacking with your weapon, and you can keep using decisive and getting ultimate like 30% at legendary weapon, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, just let me know in the comments so I can mark it so everyone can see. When you gain ultimate, you have an 18% chance to gain one additional ultimate, which is so nice as DK. I like decisive. So you can even put decisive into your main bar and there's no cooldown. As long as you are gaining ultimate, you have chance to get one additional ultimate every now and then. And back bar is reinforced with max stam glyph because at my back bar, I'm usually using the skills that spend stam, especially vigor, I mean. And vigor is like spending too much stamina, and I just decided to use max stam glyph on my back bar because the main bar is mostly magic, and that you are going to use Ignious Shield, and the Dragon Blood is like spending all your magic, and Hakejo on front bar on your shield is much better. Helmet and shoulder is blood spam, sturdy, all Hakejo, and stam recovery, which is shit for double bar sword and shield. And I'm going to show you with the frost stuff as well if you like to see. You can keep watching. When you take damage, you have a 6% chance to generate 14 ultimate and increase your physical and spell resistances by 6.5k for 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds it has cooldown. So yeah, our resistances are so low. 25k unbuffed and 23k physical. When I buff myself with Hardened Ward, I have 30k spell and 27k physical resistance, and I'm not even close. I'm close to the cap, but I don't hit the cap, literally. So in this case, Bloodspawn has 6% chance to proc, but when it proc, you have above the cap. So you will get ulti, you will hit the cap, resistance cap, and it will be all fine. And if you think like Bloodspawn is not proccing much, you can try and test it out for yourself. So let's just show it to you. Yeah. When I become stone, you will see. Yeah, there's not much damage going on, so the chance is getting lowered than intended. Come here. Come here. Assassin Beetle. Assassin Beetle is here. Yeah. Well, it is not proccing for some reason, I don't know. Do I have two item? Yeah, I have 2 item. Yet for some reason it is not proccing, it's supposed to proc so far. Yeah, great. Now I have Dragon Blood. If it procs, I can't see. Yeah, it proc now. I heard the sound. Yeah, it procced again. Nice. Come on, Dragon Blood, go away. I just heal. Can you proc one more time so people can see? No? No! Proc it! Proc it! Yeah, it's proc now. This is how it seems. But in trials, this is much more better proc chance because you are getting too much damage from everywhere and you are the tank and you are taunting everything. Yeah, it's procced again. And it is much more better and it's procced again. So you definitely hit the cap in there. So let me just show you my 37k spell, 4k physical resistances, and this is more than enough because you don't need much resistance, and I do think 30k and 27k resistances, yeah, it procced again as well. The resistances is not important as much as you think because I tank Vmol with my Warden tank with like 17k, 20k resistance, man. I tank Vmol with 20k resistance with no problem. There is no problem at all. So it was just so nice. Now you die, mud crab. Mud crab. Oh my god. Yeah, it's procced. This is how it seems, but you are not going to see this effect. You are just going to hear if you have crazy ears, and because you will have that shit the whole time in the trial. This is so sad. This is why I hate the DK. The animation, man. Why I have a heart that beeping, beeping, boom, 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 boom. So, Ebon is sturdy, Blood Spam sturdy, one infused I have, but I'm going to change on the next patch to sturdy. Sturdy is much more better, but I just don't have luck to get sturdy. Still, I'm farming the Spindle Clutch, and I'm just not getting it. So Evan all sturdy with Hakejo, and 1.2k health, 1.2k health, 4% healing taken, and 1.1k health for your all trial members. Evan on armor, Alkosh on Jewelry and Sword and Shields. And Jewelry is robust, all robust with the Shield Play Glyph, reduced cost of bash and reduced cost of blocking. And this is what it does. 2.9k, it reduces the resistances of the enemy when you use synergy. And now this is the skills for that build. The first thing is Heroic Slash. It's supposed to be on your main bar. It reduces the enemy damage done by 15%, and you get one ultimate every 1.5 seconds for 9 seconds. And the Earthen Heart Ignatius Shield is giving you shield and 2.5k and 2 up to 6 people, and you gain Major Manic, increasing your healing down by 25 for 3 seconds as long as you have shield on you. If shield expires, for example, I used the shield and it went away in under 3 seconds, I lost Major Mending as well. And if you like, this is okay. First I will show the skills, and after this I show the champion points with the Ignatius Shield. So the third skill is Green Dragon Blood. Draw on your Dragon Blood to heal for 37% of your missing health, and you gain health recovery and stun recovery by 20% and healing received by 8% for 23 seconds. And the other skill is Absorb Magic. It is just shield, 17k damage it absorb, and healing for 17% of your max health, and increase the amount of damage you can block 8%, and the cost of blocking is reduced by 8% because you slotted. And the last skill is Pierce Armor. It reduces physical and spell resistances by 5.2k for 12 seconds of the enemy that you taunted, and it also taunt the enemy. It forces them to attack you for 15 seconds. And ultimate is Magma Shell. It limits the damage to 3% that you take, scales to your max health, and dealing 606 flame damage, blah blah. When activated, nearby allies gain a damage shield for 100% of their max health for 9 seconds, which is so nice. And our back bar is Dragonic Blood, Hardened Armor. It increases your physical and spell resistances, and it gave you shield equal to your max health 15% for 3.5 sec. Like this. Yeah, you can see it on my health bar. I have like a little bit shield, and you can also see the animation around me, the globe. So you get a little bit shield. Of course you are not going to spam this. And there's a flex spot. This is the choking talons. It is actually up to you to use. It is just crowd control, as you call CC. You can just lock the enemies and like that, like that. Okay, you come to you. You can just lock the enemies like this, and they will stand in there for 5-6 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. How much? 4 seconds. Okay, 4 seconds. It will lock the enemies in there, and it is also good. You die, you die. Okay, and this is a flex spot that I'm talking about. Like in VMOL, if there's a cats on the first boss, you have to talk with your other teammate, that other tank, off tank, and if he's using the talents, you can remove talents and bring in engulfing flames. If there is no magic DK using this, yeah, maybe there's supposed to be a magic DK in your team in VMOL, but if they are not using engulfing flames or something like that happening, or if you are practicing at the first boss without magic DK, because you are not going to go to fight with the twins because you are practicing the first boss, you can use engulfing flames for any other raids as well. Not only for VMOL. In Helra, people like not playing with magic DKs if they are not in VMOL, because there's like better classes to do much more DPS, like Max Sorg, and you have like hardened shield, and or I don't know how it's called, but you have the shield as sorcerer, and people play with the Sorg, not with the magic DK. And this is where you have to put your engulfing flames, so you can get magic, because people using elemental drain on the bosses, so you use engulfing flames on them, on the enemy, and it does 10 seconds flame damage, and it gave you magic the whole time, as long as you damage the boss that afflicted with elemental drain. So the other thing it does is affected enemies take 10% more damage from all fire damage attacks, all, for everyone. It is good DPS buff. It is good at DPS buff. So every people that using fire attack will hit 10% more that you used your engulfing flames. Other thing is vigor. I'm using resolving vigor because it heals more. It focuses on you, so you can get more heal like this. It is not a big range, but it heals more compared to echoing vigor, and I just prefer resolving vigor. Also, of course, you can use echoing vigor if you think like play more sportive, you know, but I like echoing vigor as off tank, not the main. Yeah, I don't hate echoing vigor. If you think why you are not using echoing, because it has good range and you just trade with 2k healing over like 10 meter more, 5 meter more. Yeah, but as main tank, resolving vigor is much more safer for you, and off tank can use echoing vigor. Of course, you can swap to echoing if you think like you can support the group as well, or if you are using powerful assault, you can use echoing vigor to give the buff every time, because sometimes resolving vigor range is not enough to help the teammates, to heal the teammates, so powerful assault will not proc on them. So other thing is unrelenting grip from under ardent flame. It pulls you the enemy basically. It pulls the enemy to you. Yeah, I can't pull that noob. Yeah, I'm not gonna pull the big guy. I'm not going to pull the big guy and deal with them for. Okay, let me just pull. This is just pulling. If there's an enemy, I can pull, but there's no enemy, man. Okay, there's an enemy. Yeah, It just pull the enemy to you. This is what it does. That's all. And the inner rage, this, it forces the enemy to attack you. It is under undaunted, so it spent magic. Oh my god, go away. Go. Oh my goodness, man. I fell down. Anyway, there's a chest. Oh, someone opened. Man, if you opened the fucking chest, take all the fucking stuff so it can spawn again, fuck's sake. I hate the people that leaving the fucking chest at the back there like this. At least fucking get the stuff and just fucking break or destroy it. So it forced the enemy to attack you for 15 seconds. This is what it does, and there's some damage a little bit. It doesn't matter. And the ultimate is Assault, Aggressive Warhorn, and it gave max magic, max stamina, and max health 10%, and increasing the crit damage done by 15% for 9.5 sec for the everyone like this. Woohoo! And the stats are increasing and the crit damage is increasing as well. Yeah, with the Warhorn I have 38k, health 25k, stam 22k, max magic, which is nice. Yeah, so Warhorn will be active the whole time because you have good rotation and your main tank is calling out the Warframe, Warhorn rotation, not the Warframe, man. Okay, I love Warframe, but not the Warframe right now. This is the skills and the setup that I'm using, so it is just a flex spot back there. You can put choking talents or deep breath. You can put deep breath because it interrupts the enemy. And why? Because in twins you can, if you are tanking the Skinner Eye, you can use deep breath to interrupt everyone, so it will be all fine. If you have like good magic pool and if you have the healer that's giving you shards and the stuff, you can just spam deep breath and you can, oh my god, shut the hell up, man. There's a people talking every minute. You hear? I don't know if you hear them. Let's listen. Oh my god, they talking shit in my language. Of course you can't understand if you are not Turkish. So deep breath is also nice. It just interrupt and stun and set off balance for 2 seconds the enemies, and it deal a little bit damage, which is so good. And now the champion points. The green tree, 22 bashing focus, reduce the cost of bash. I don't need warlord because as long as you block, you are not going to, you don't need to break free. Oh my god, shut the fuck up, man. They talk so much. And 44 to 10 is to increase magic and stam. Your fully charged heavy attacks restore by 10%, and you always have time to heavy attack. 75 to Arcanist, increase your magic recovery by 14%. I'm so sorry. And 81 to Shadow Ward, reduce the cost of block by 24.06%. This is good. And Blast 100, increase your healing down by 15%. Elfborn, which is affect the Dragon Blood because it spent magic and go. It spent magic and it buff 20.98% more the crit heal if you hit crit, and 62 precise strikes, 20.98% that you do healing with your attacks, stamina skills, which is vigor. And blue is done. Yeah, blue is done. And red is 57 to Ironclad, and Ironclad reduce your damage taken against direct damage attacks by 20.36%. And thick skin 35, reduce your damage taken from damage over times 14 and a half. 64 to elemental defender and hardy, physic, poison, disease, flame, frost, shock, magic. It reduced the damage you take 13%, and which is so nice. And nothing in here. Yeah, maybe the thing that I was going to say is Bastion. Yeah, if you like if you like spamming the Ignatius shield, um, or if you think you don't have to put like 64 to hardy and elemental defender, you can reduce ironclad to 40, and you can reduce them to 50, and you can put the the champion point that you have to Bastion, and you can give more shield to you and to your teammates. But I prefer resources more than the shield itself, because like you have good resource, you don't have to fuck it up. You just can spam use more shield, and you give less shield to them, less damage shield, but you gave more with that build, and it is much more better, because the shield one need more health, and because the shield is scales with your maximum health now, you need big health pool to give bigger Ignatius shield to the teammates. So this is the champion points that I'm using, and it is good to have the setup for this character as like this. It is much more better. I'm not going to say put champion point to Bastion. It is much more better. So there is another one that you can use if you like. You just put the ice staff to your back bar. Yeah, you put the ice staff to your back bar, and you can use, where is it? Crashing shock to the flex spot, and drain to there if you like, or you can keep the grip, and it will be all fine. I'm using crashing shock because sometimes you have to interrupt the enemy that far away from you, and also it is good for, where is it? It is good for having another way to keep you sustained. And when you put champion point to try focus while a frost staff is equipped, blocking costs magic instead of stam. And other things, frost staff reduce the cost of blocking by 30% and increase the amount of damage you block by 20%. And this is nice to have at the back bar, because like when you use sword and shield on the double bar, there's only way to get your stam is Ignatius shield. That's all. Like spam my thing. Also, you are using Stardia, and you have to be fine with that. You are not going to run out of stam or something like that. Yeah, when you block, you are not going to get your stam, and this is the only way to get your stamina back is Ignatius shield, and you see how it gave to you. Instead of doing this, you can do and put your skills and swap to back bar, put your buffs, and your stamina can recover, and blood spawn can give you a little bit stam recovery as well. Like we have 700 for 2 seconds, of course. When in combat, you recover 707 stamina every 2 seconds. And just you can just use the trash. This is not trash, it is infused master ice stuff from Dragon Star, but it gave you max magic, and this is good, also good. And you can recover your stamina while you are blocking with ice stuff. And when you do heavy attack, you first it is also taunting. Oh shit. It is also taunting the enemy to attack you as long as you heavy attack, and you get a little bit damage shield as well. So this is just an example that you can do, and this is the setup that I'm using with that. So another one is let me put it back first. Okay, another one is automated defense from Halls of Fabrication. Yeah, I have defending again, but I'm going to change it to infused. And why you are looking at? My fucking character is looking to the other way. Anyway. So automated defense, 1k health, and reduce your damage taken from dungeon and trial monsters 5%, 4% healing taken. When you use an ultimate ability, you and the closest two allies within 28 meters of you gain major Aegis for 10 seconds, reducing your damage taken from dungeon and trial monsters by 15%. Also, as DK, you have an ability when you use your ultimate, you get resources back. Okay. Now we have more health instead of Alkosh, because Alkosh is not giving you health, it gave you weapon damage, weapon crit, and reducing the resistance of the enemy. Yeah. Let me get my ulti. Give me ultimate. Okay, we are about to get my ultimate now and I go away. I'll just decided to get my Warhorn so you can see the effect. Okay, well. Now go away from me. Okay, now they are gone. And just put the Warhorn to my main bar. I'm bleeding as fuck. Stop it. Okay, now my ultimate. So I'm kinda purplish, like a little bit purple, and I got less damage, as you can see, and it's gone now. This is the automated defense, and it is not bad. This is good to have to give the shield to the teammate, and defending and sturdy shield with Hokkaido and the Crusher back there. And health, it gave you health and health recovery. If you like, you can use. I don't know why I have health recovery on it. I don't have any idea why. Maybe there's another one. No. Maybe on the other character I have the shield play. It's supposed to be reduced cost of bash and reduced cost of blocking on the necklace and the rings as well. I have blue ones. I have purple, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, maybe on the bank. No? No? No. Okay. So this is what automated defense does, and you can swap Alkosh with Eben, and you can use automated defense. So let me put my skills back there again. Okay. So at the back bar with automated defense, I always prefer to use. Where is my ice stuff? I always prefer to use ice stuff with automated defense while in front, and I use back uh, master ice at the back bar. It is much more better if you ask me. And automated defense on the front bar. And other thing with automated defense is also, let's show the shit things. I have more magic, and because of the healthy traits on the jewelry gave me health, not the stam. So you just have to play a little bit between magic and stamina. You can reduce 2 magic and put 7 to stamina and 21 to magic. That's all you have to do. And the other thing is you can remove Eben if other tank running with Eben. Yeah. And you can use Plague Doctor. Let's see. Let's wear our plague. Where is it? Where is it? Here. You can wear Plague Doctor and you can have more health. Heal me. Heal me. 46k health with automated defense, and you can play safe while other tank running with Alkosh and Eben, like in Vhof, yeah. Because like I still don't think you need like crazy amount of health to play Vhof, but it is good to give the damage shield with high health. So this is where we have to change our champion points to the Bastion. Yes. Now we put it to Bastion. And 17.45% more damage shield. Now, how much it gave? It gave 5.3k damage shield now. So you can see it, it is kinda enough. And as long as you hit the ground, you gave the damage shield to them. It is also nice. And you have the shards, you have the bubbles to get die. To get magic, and your resources will be good, more than enough, and you are getting to ultimate each time you hit the ground, each time you use the heroic slash, each time you light attack, you get ultimate. And you use, if you like, magma shell, if you have hard time, and otherwise you're supposed to use your warhorn and you get resources back as well with that. So this is the other thing with the Plague Doctor, all sturdy with Hakejo, and 1.2k health, 1.2k health, 4% healing taken, and 4000 maximum health. Also, there's another thing, yeah, I'm just telling you, but you are free to use between all the things that I'm presenting to you. Just find the thing that fits for your playstyle. Yeah? You just have to find. I'm not telling you or forcing you to use one thing. This is just variation of the sets, variation of the skills and the champion points. So you can choose one and talk with the other guy, talk with the other tank in your team, so you can decide which setup that you are going to use and play in the trial. This is completely up to you and to your teammate. Vampire and Detrona is going to stay same, and the thing is you can reduce stamina and magic and put all to health so you can give higher damage shield with your Ignatius. It will be much more powerful than this. 5.3k, 5.4k actually. And your own damage shield absorb 200% additional damage as well. And you can give more damage shield to your teammate as long as your health is high. Other thing, there's another thing, yeah? For the Sanctum, I just remembered right now. This. Earthcore. 2% healing done. When you heal a friendly target that is under 15% health, also it includes you. Yeah, it says when you heal friendly target, but you are friendly target as well. Like, the Zenimax consider you as friendly target. When you heal them, there's which soaks up enemy place effects instantly and heals all friendly targets in the area up to 12 member, I believe, for 33k health over 3 seconds. This effect can occur once every 35 seconds. So when I use my Ignatius Shield and get the major mending, it says 40k health. Isn't it amazing? It is just an amazing. Let me reduce my health to blow. You come here. Yeah. Okay, now I reduce my health to 50. It is gonna take time. Come on. Yeah, also I get magic. Yeah. Ultimate, I mean. I get ulti. Okay, so we kinda below 50% health right now. Yes, it proc. And I'm kinda full health now. So you can hit the Ignatius Shield and get more health, and which is so nice for Sanctum of Phidia while you are tanking the Manticore and the chest is spawned here again. Go fucking away. Go away. So, yeah, I have to go out from the combat. Go away. So there is one more thing that you can use. Plague Doctor. Plague Doctor, Sword and Shield. I have charged weapon, but I just don't have the best one yet. And I'm just working on it, yeah. Double bar. I don't have the extra weapons for Plague Doctor, Sword and Shield at the moment. But you have to put Plague Doctor on both bars as Sword and Shield. Shield need to be sturdy or reinforced if you like. But I don't think reinforced is just not necessary. But you can still use reinforced and it gave you armor. And 100 weapons need to be infused with the Crusher. I'm just telling you. Plague Doctor is giving you 4000 health at Legendary. And rings and necklaces are Sword and Shield play glyph, cost of bash, cost of blocking, and they give you health. And Green Pact. Where is it? Here. Where is it? Where is it? What the hell? Ebon Bless Greaves. Okay. Footman Green Pact? Where's my legs of Green Pact, mate? Well, it's supposed to be on my bank. Legs. here. So the other set is Green Pact. It need to be sturdy and with the Hakejo as legendary. Yeah. You need Hakejo or you can keep your maximum health glyph as well if you like. It's all fine. Green Pack give you 1.1k health, 124 health recovery, 1.1k health. While you have a foot buff active, your max health is increased by 2.4k and health recovery is 241. So I'm basically 51.2k health with that setup, Green Pact and Plague Doctor. And now my Ignatius shield is 6000k with the same champion point. And my resistances went down. So in this case, you can use Blood Spawn for it. And I get a little bit more spare and physic resistances. And when I use my hardened armor, I'll get 28 and 25. And when my blood spawn hits, I will not hit the resistance cap of the physical, but I will hit above spare resistance and it will be all fine. And with that, you can give more shield to your teammates. It is like more sportive gameplay. And you just keep giving you the Ignatius shield to your teammates. And since it is kinda wait, yeah, I have ice staff right now, but it's supposed to be Plague Doctor, Sword and Shield at my backbar as well. So there's another thing that you can do. What you do is do not put reduce cost of bash and reduce cost of blocking if you are off tanking. If you are main tanking, you keep your sword and shield thing because you are going to run out of stamina if you don't have, probably. And if you fucked up with your rotation that you are going to use, you have to keep your glyphs on your jewelry. But if you all fine as main tank or off tank, it doesn't matter. You can change it. I don't have it probably. You can change all 3 glyph or all 2 rings, and except necklace. Keep your necklace at shield play. You can put magic recovery to your rings of Plague Doctor. And you can also use, who is that? Hans. Tricky Hans. Okay. So you can get more magic recovery. You can use more shield on the allies. You give more shield to your teammates and it will be also good in the trial setup, and it is good to have because of the high damage. Like in some trials you have you facing like high damage with the people, and you just have to negate a little bit as tank since you are sporting guy in there. Now there's like another things that you can use, reduce cooldown potions. It is just for DSA. It is best in slot for Dragon Star Arena. I think I don't have it yet. Yeah. There's also thing that I'm thinking about. If I have it on that character, I'm going to show you. Okay, here it is. Is that the two-handed? No, one-handed, okay. So there's another set that drops from Malflorkai. It says, when you activate a synergy, you create a lunar blessing underneath you for 10 seconds. The blessing grants a damage shield every 2 seconds that absorb 2.7 damage for you and your allies within 8 meters. I cannot show the effect right now. Oh my god. I thought this is the real guy. My fucking bank. And when you use Lunar Bastion as off tank, you have to change your Green Pact to Plague Doctor. And you can give more shield to your teammates with Plague Doctor and Lunar Bastion. So it directly affects the Lunar Bastion if you use Bastion here as well. And you have like good health pool, 46k, and also your Ignatius shield hits hard with Plague Doctor. Not the Green Pact, because Green Pact gives you less max health instead of Plague Doctor giving 4000 max health with the Plague Doctor. Other thing is you can use Lunar Bastion with Ebon here. You can use Ebon, but your Ignatius shield is going low down, yeah, below 5000. It gave you 4928 now, yet it is still good. Okay, it is still so good. If you don't have Alkosh or something like that, if you have Lunar Bastion, you can use Ebon and Lunar Bastion instead of Alkosh. But you just need Alkosh, okay? You need Alkosh. You need Alkosh. So there's another thing that you also can do is, let's just swap to Alkosh back there. You have Alkosh on the jewelry and weapons, yeah? So, where is it? Okay, I need my bank again, probably. It's supposed to be on my bank right now. Where is the chest? Let me get those. Yeah. This powerful assault set that I have is just the spare ones at the moment, not the legendary one. Legendary one is on my warden right now. So the powerful assault, 1000 health, 1000 stun, 124 weapon damage. When you cast an assault ability, you increase the weapon and spell damage of up to 4 friendly targets within 10 meters by 157 for 15 seconds. So this is the effect. Just the weapon, as you can see, weapon is glowing red right now because I used Vigor. So this is where off tank is running powerful assault with Alkosh in Vmol, yeah? with echoing vigor. Don't forget it. With echoing vigor and without bastion back there. You have to remove the bastion. For example, you can remove the bastion, put ironclad 57, and like hard and elemental defender is completely depends on the content that you are playing. If you are in Helra, you put 100 to hardy. If you in Sanctum, put 100 to hardy and resist to elemental defender or thick skin. Or in Eternal Archive, put 100 to elemental defender and rest is between thick skinned and hardy. Just split them out. And in Halls of Fabrication, you kinda need the same, like 100 to elemental defender and rest to thick skin, because damage over time hits hard in Halls of Fabrication. And in VMall, elemental defender 100 and split the rest between hardy and thick skin. So keep the ironclad same with 57, and it will you kinda not going to get much damage. So echoing vigor, powerful assault with Alkosh is I think still good if you are able to play with it, because it is kinda hard to sustain with medium armor. It doesn't matter, all of them is medium armor. It doesn't matter if you swap Alkosh to armor, because Alkosh is also medium. And so in this case you can have just one fixed Alkosh on your setup, which is I'm running with Sword and Shield and the Jewelry. So you can swap around with the Powerful Assault, or you can swap with Plague Doctor and Alkosh if you think you are kinda squishy with the low health. And if you wanna play and give a little bit damage shield to the teammate, you can use Plague Doctor, where there is another tank that running Eben. If you are alone, you have to use Eben and Alkosh no matter what. And it will be so nice. So Powerful Assault and Alkosh is the last thing that you can use. Also, if you don't have Alkosh, again I'm telling you, you can run double bar Sword and Shield with Plague Doctor in there, and you can get 4000 health. And Jewelry need to be Plague Doctor as well with the cost of things. And what I prefer is with Powerful Assault, where you playing with Powerful Assault, you don't have to use Stardy. Why? Because you are not going to block the whole time. Yeah? You can just act if main tank dies or something happened to him. You can use Divines and Infused on the big pieces. Yeah, I have well-fitted feet, I don't know why, but it's supposed to be Divines, yeah? Small pieces are Divines. Chest, leg need to be infused. So you can put magic instead of health. I don't know why I have magic as well, since they spare. My original Powerful Assault is on my Warden tank right now, so I'm too lazy to swap, but I'm telling you, it's supposed to be max magic and your magic will be go up. As you can see, my resistances are weak, 21k and 17k resistances unbuffed, and you can do the same rotation. You can not the rotation. You can do the same attribute points like I show it here. 36k health will be okay. Above 30k is not necessary for me. I don't like more health, but it is good like where you have 30-35k health as tank is Okay. So rest is you can put to magic. So you can put 28 to magicka and or 34 to health and 30 to magicka. You can do that and you get more magic. You do more Ignatius shield and stamina as well. As long as you do this, you give the powerful assault to your teammates, and which is so nice if you ask me. So you get more magic recovery with that. You can also swap one or two Alkosh thing to magic recovery, and you are also getting Etrona Manda Stone because of the divine parts on your armor is giving you increasing the Manda Stone effect, and which is so nice. And this is all the things. Yeah, there's another troll fucking set. You can troll people with S tank, yeah. So what it is where is it? Blessed. Meridia Blessed armor. This is just out of trial content, yeah. I'm just telling this you for troll people in the duels or in PvP if you like. It drops from Cold Harbor. It gave you 2.8k physical resistance, 124 stun recovery, 2807 spell resistance. When you block an attack, you have a 33% chance to blind the attacker, like the old days. Templar has the blind light in them. Yet they changed the skill, of course, but Templar was the best class when they released the game. So you blind the attacker with 33% chance while you are blocking, making them to miss all of their attacks for 5 seconds. Every 10 seconds. This effect can occur once every 10 seconds. So they will just miss like you have evade. Or illusion, I can't remember the name. Yeah, evasion. Like you have it, you have 33% chance to get the effect and make 100% chance to miss every attack for 5 seconds. Every 10 seconds has cooldown. This is just a troll set. You can just buy it so cheap in the you tell me guild, not the guild, fuck guild. You can buy it in guild traders and you can just troll the people if you like, but I don't advise you, yeah. Because people will go mad with that. People will go mad, and if you just don't know the set, now you know it. Now you know it. This is the setups that I'm running. Usually in the trials I always ask what other tank wearing the set. If he's wearing Alkosh Eben, that means I'm going to be an off tank, and if in Vmol I wear Powerful Assault and Alkosh, if in Sanctum I wear Alkosh and Plague Doctor, I usually wear Plague Doctor and Alkosh combine. And is it backpack? What kind of backpack is that? New backpack. Okay. The shit throw. And in Halls of Fabrication, if I'm main tanking and I still can use Ebon and Alkosh and as main tank, and with off tank I can use Alkosh and Plague Doctor. No powerful assault because you are going to get one shot with low resistances if you at the first boss, especially where you have to tank the things, and at the fourth boss as well you are going to get one shot with the powerful assault. At least in this patch. Oh my god, raining is amazing, man. I love this landscape. And there's a statue, OP statue. Let's see. Yeah, the fucking snake and the Hubajat, I guess, the name of the statue, the god. And you can also wear Plague Doctor and Green Pact as main tank only. So off tank need to use Eben and Alkosh. I'm talking about Hozo Fabrication. Otherwise, this is just fixed. You have to, main tank need to use Eben Alkosh. Off tank can use Alkosh and Plague Doctor, or like in tanking Manticore you can use Plague Doctor and Green Pact with Earth Core, that you can get Earth Core from the new trial, new dungeon. So you will be good with the two raged Heartmore Manticores. You will be all fine. And you can also use Plague Doctor and the Green Pact as well, if you think, or if you don't have the sets that I'm telling you. Also, there's another thing to play sportive. You can use Lunar Bastion and Powerful Assault, and you can go full as sport role, where people struggling with the damage, and if there's people dying, you can use Lunar Bastion and give them damage shield. Also with Powerful Assault, while giving them a little bit more spell and weapon damage. Or you can go with Plague Doctor with Alkosh and you will be all fine as well. Another thing is you can run Plague Doctor with Powerful Assault, and while you are giving good damage shield with Ignatius shield with that, and you have high health, so it will make you hard to kill. You are not going to die in one shot like that, and because shit, oh my god, I just wanted to do one thing like this, but I just failed with my keyboard. Anyway, so if you don't wanna lay on the ground like that, you have to do and use the combinations that I told you. This is not much changed, and there is like another things, you know, that you can use, but I just don't feel okay with them. A lot of people using one helmet and one shoulder as tank. You can use two shoulder, like one Shadow Rand and one other thing that give you max health at one piece. You can use to get 2000 more maximum magic. You can do it. But since we have like low resistance and we are not giving our champion point to the resistance thing, which is all fine, because I don't think resistance is much important after I played my Warden. Some people will say, yeah, resistance is shit. Yeah, of course resistance is shit, but this is not shit with the blood spawn or the combinations that I just explained in the video. So it will be all fine with low resistance as well. As long as you reduce the damage from the champion points, Elemental Defender and Hardy and Thick Skin, Ironclad, as long as you put the things to the right way, you don't need much resistances. I do tank everything with low resistance in the game. I do it with no problem. As long as one thing is best in your character or in your setup, as long as there is no weakness in your setup, you will be all fine with your resistance. For example, if you wear powerful assault and Alkosh, of course you are going to be squishy. But if you use like powerful assault and plague doctor, it will be all fine. Of course you are not going to give Alkosh proc to the teammate, but in VMOL, of course, it is just accept, yeah. It is out of the conversation that I'm talking. I'm talking for the other trials. So you can use something, plague doctor and powerful assault. You will not be squishy. You can use where there is no Alkosh need. Like in Eternal Archive, you don't need Alkosh as an off tank. But you can still use Plague Doctor and Powerful Assault, and you are not going to be squishy because there is no weak point in the character. But in the VMOL at the Twins, it is kinda hard to do. Yet there is OP healers in your team. So with Alkosh and with Powerful Assault, you are not going to be squishy as I described, because you have good champion point allocation in there. And another thing is, I told you to put magic recovery to the glyphs, and you also using divines on the armor. So I think you will hit more than 1.5k magic recovery, more than 1.5k. So you spam the Ignatius Shield and the Dragon Blood. You will be all fine. And you can recover your magic because you don't have ice stuff on your back bar. You have the one hand and shield. So there's no weak point in that as well. But of course it is going to cost more stamina as long as you are blocking in the medium armor. But you can use and exchange your Ignatius Shield by using your Ignatius Shield and giving you the stamina. So you can get your stamina back by trading your magic and giving the shield to the teammate. So there's another thing as well that I didn't talk about, and I didn't think it is not necessary. At least for the DK, it is good to have as Warden, but it is also okay as DK, yeah? It's also okay with DK. So, Equilibrium. Sacrificing 6000 health in exchange for 3000 it's supposed to be. The exchange reduces your healing done and damage shield strength by 50% for 4 seconds. You can use Equilibrium. You can get your magic if you struggle with your shield, with your magic. You can use Equilibrium to get more magic by exchanging your health. Yet I don't think it is like necessary. Also there is one more thing. You see that one. You see this skill is giving you spell and physical resistances, yeah? There's a morph of Equilibrium gives you the same buff when you use Equilibrium. So when you use Equilibrium, you get the major breach, I think, and if I'm not mistaken, just let me see. Where is it? Okay, not the major breach, man. Major resolve and major ward, increasing your physical and spell resistances by 5 to 5280. Equilibrium, one of the morphs, giving you the same morph. So you have flex spot back there. You can just remove hardened armor. You can just put the equilibrium morph. It is not Spasmetry morph, the other morph that I can't recall the name. And you can get the same buff while you are getting the magic by exchanging your health. And it is also good with Green Pact and Plague Doctor to have equilibrium at the back bar or front bar, but front bar will be the same. The flex spots in the setup that I'm running is back bar is much more better to put the new skills into there. And there's like Drain Essence. If you have to use Green Pact and Plague Doctor, you can put Drain Essence, and the Invigorating Drain is one of the morphs that giving you ultimate. I just told that skills including the Equilibrium from the Mage's Guild and the Vampire Drain. I explained, I presented it in my Warden Tank video, and you can just check it. And there's a link in the below that in the description you can see the other my Warden Tank video. And I told that why I love Warden Tank more than my DK. So this is the things, that setups that you can use. I know it is kind of confusing, but when you in the trial and if you a little bit know what to do, you will be all fine. So this is just the same. You just perma block everything. Use every synergy. Give the shield. Use the Dragon Blood to get more healing and stam and magic recovery, and the absorb magic if you need to, and reduce the damage of the boss with heroic slash, piercing armor them to reduce the enemy's resistances and taunt them, force them to attack you, and bar swapping, getting the buffs and the resistances, and you become more tanky as fuck, and put the healing if you need, and range taunt the enemy and chain them if there's a dogs and something like that. In VMO first boss there's a dogs, you can do it without any problem. You can do and chain and talon them into the near the boss, and you can chain them into the boss alone without off tank that doing or any magic DK that doing. You don't have to rely on the other people, so you can just figure out everything by yourself. Since you are the main tank man, you have to lead the trial, you have to do the callouts, you have to reduce the damage, give the damage shield, taunt the people to save the teammates, give the warhorn and do the warhorn rotation, and give all the buffs, and etc etc. So if I have to describe the main tank, I mean the tank is father of the team, yeah, the healer is mother of the team, and the DPS are childs of the team, if you ask me. So you are the father in there. You have to act like father and don't die. You, as long as you do everything well, as long as your teammates know what to do, everything will be all fine and you finish it with no problem. Even if everyone fail, you supposed to stay alive as long as you know what to do. I have plenty of tank video, like in VMOL tanking, Halls of Fabrication tanking, Sanctum of Idia, Etern Archive, and Helra hard mode, all of them, and not the Halls of Fabrication yet, and not the VMOL because of my OP PlayStation did not record the video, so I cannot record it. But in future I will record every hard mode again as tank and as DPS or healer, so you can see how I play. how it works. You also can check the trial playlist in my channel so you can see the tank videos that I played back in time. So you can check the last video that I uploaded. It was Warframe, and it is going to be good with the new patch in there. I'm going to play Warframe as well, and I'm going to play Need for Speed Payback. I'm going to buy Need for Speed Payback and The Sims 4, and I love Sims, and I actually love EA games. And you can click the other video on the right and left of the screen, and you can subscribe bottom of the screen. And don't forget to hit the like button, and let me know in the comments if you have anything, any question or something. Let me know if there is something that I have to fix, and let me know if I forgot something. So see you guys on the next video. Next video will be there will be one Warframe video just before the main video that I'm going to explain, and I will publish PvP Warden tank. So I hope you will like it, and I'm sure you will like this one as well. And see you guys on the next video. Have fun in the trials as tank. This is one of the most favorite role in the game for me. I love tanking. So see you. Peace.